So let's talk about sunk cost fallacy. That is the notion that when you've invested time and money and effort and emotion into something, it's harder for you to walk away if and when you find out that it's not working for you. I started on compound tirzepatide about a year ago to address my chronic inflammation in my body. I have lipedema, and keeping inflammation under control is critical. I found a lot of success on compound tirzepatide and very grateful that I had access to it. After all this time being on Pharmacy A's compound tirzepatide, I decided to try Pharmacy B. And each compound is going to be slightly different depending on what additives they have in there. The reason I'm looking into Pharmacy B is because their price for compound tirzepatide is lower than the price of Pharmacy. Obviously a good thing to comparison shop if possible. For the last month, I've been trying Pharmacy B's compound tirzepatide and it's not working well. The inflammation control is there, it's just not as much as Pharmacy A was giving me. Also, something new that was happening with Pharmacy B's tirzepatide is I was starting to hear food noise. But it was a different type of food noise. I have been meticulous and diligent about what I eat and how I exercise for the past 8+ years. And what's worked well for me is to eat quality meals during the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and that just leads me to not snacking. I'm just not a snacker. I don't really keep a lot of snacks in the house because there's no need to. I just don't tend to snack between meals. But I was starting to get that urge to snack over the last month. There's no need for me to be snacking between meals. There's just no need. The things that I wanted to snack on were not whole foods. They were ultra processed foods. Why would I put myself through continuing with this medication if it's causing me to have side effects that I don't find desirable? Does it suck that I stopped taking this medication with product left in the vial and it ended up going in the garbage? Yeah, it sucks. The thing is, I don't think it's worth investing more of my body, my emotion into something that's not working for me. And it's actually starting to become detrimental to my goals. Today was my first dose back on Pharmacy A, and instantly I don't have a desire to snack. So this was confirmation for me that something about Pharmacy B's product is just not ideal for me. So this is me encouraging you, if you're going to be purchasing a compounded GLP-1 through a pharmacy, part of the research process is it shouldn't just be price and reputation. Part of it should be an acknowledgement that if you hand over your money for this prescription, that you're willing to part with that money. Continuing to take a product that's not working for you is not an ideal situation for many of us. Tying this back to sunk cost fallacy, so many of us have invested more time into something that wasn't working because we didn't want to part with the money. We didn't want to say, oh, I wasted my money. If a product is not only not working, but is causing new harm to you, the money's gone anyways. So it's time to walk away. Let's gear our emotions and our time towards recouping the cost in other ways rather than continuing down the road of a product that's not working.